Hello guys, today I'm here to interview an Erasmus Mundus scholar. She is currently enrolled in the Erasmus Mundus program on climate change and diversity. So today we were gonna ask all the questions regarding Erasmus Mundus and about how you can apply into the programs available on the Erasmus Mundus catalog. So hi, Carola.
Hi.
Carola, first of all, I request you to introduce yourself and tell us about your program, like which kind of program is this, and what are you currently studying, in which university, what are your partner universities, and everything regarding your program.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Carola. I come from south of Italy, and my background is in environmental sciences. But actually, in the CCD study program, everyone has a different background. Some people come from journalism, some people from social sciences, and some people from environmental sciences. This program lasts 2 years, and every semester is a bit different. So basically, the first one is in Padova, and we all start in the same place. We are all studying together. But then in the second semester, each group of students will split. And then there's a group going to Portugal, where I am going to Madeira, and we will study regional and local studies. And then there's a group going to Ecuador, and they will study more like agroecology and practice. And then there's two group who speak French that will go to Burkina Faso and South Africa. What I forgot to mention is that each group needs to speak the mother tongue of the country where they're going in the second semester. And then the third semester we all have classes together, but remotely. Whereas the fourth semester is for the internship and the thesis.
Okay, nice. So the fourth semester is based on thesis or internship, whatever you want to pursue.
Yeah.
Okay. So my second question is regarding the requirements, like at the time of application, which kind of things that are basically required, and like which are the documents that are necessary to apply for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, especially in your program. And also you can tell us about the general requirement, like generally for all the programs, which are the major documents that are required.
Yes. So I think the main requirements is the application letter. Actually, is the document where you express your interest and explain how your background can match the program. Because of course your bachelor program is relevant, so it matters what kind of bachelor you have. I think there's like categories that can fit, but as I said before, it's pretty broad. Then the other document is the CV, and uploading like a certain like more bureaucratic paper, like your diploma and the English speaking certificate. But for the second language, there's not a certificate required. You just have to provide that you are capable of speaking it enough to follow the classes for the like Portuguese or Spanish or French. But yeah, going back to the application letter, that's where you really have a chance to answer some questions and say what you would like to do in the future as well.
That's nice. Uh, what about IELTS? Because most of the students, they are usually confused whether they should take IELTS or not. So what do you recommend, whether they should take IELTS for English proficiency? Because most of the students, they are like from Asia, from other countries, they have this confusion in mind whether IELTS would be better or would it enhance their profile or not. So what do you recommend to them?
Compared to not taking one,
Yeah, compared to not taking one.
um, I think that if you already speak good enough English and you can demonstrate to the commission, then you can avoid taking the exam.
Okay.
I personally took it because I already need it for my bachelor,
Okay.
so I used the same document. Um, but if it's not like extremely compulsory, if you can go with another document, that's also okay, I think. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And what are the major tips that you would like to give to the aspirants who want to apply for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship? Because day by day and by every year, aspirants are increasing, and like every year, if we check the statistics, of Erasmus Mundus applications submitted. So they are increasing, and people from all over the world, they are applying in different programs, and there is a day by day quite tough competition, and people are facing like a lot of difficulty due to that. So what are the tips that you would like to give to the applicants who want to win the Erasmus Mundus scholarship?
Yes. So first of all, you can both participate with and without scholarship, but to participate with the scholarship, you need to apply in a window of time, in a specific window. So check the deadlines. So for example, I submitted very last on the last day.
Yeah, the deadline is very important, because if you really want to win the scholarship, you will have to be very serious regarding the deadline, because after the deadline, they don't accept anything. So be very serious, prepare your documents on time. Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's important. And and for me, I think what helped is that I had some work experience before, so I could tell what I want to do in the future out of this, what I want to take out of this master and apply it in the real world.
Okay.
So I think showing that, of course, you are very interested in the knowledge you get, but also show that you have some ideas of how to implement it in real life. Yes.
That's good. That's good. And what about SOP, a statement of purpose or motivation letter? Many students face difficulty in writing that. So, what do you recommend to them? Like, which kind of aspects they should keep in their mind while writing the motivation letter?
Um, yes. Apart from what I mentioned, I would also say do some research about the content specific of the master and the subjects so that you can relate to it, because for example there are 4 different specialization, there are all different topics, so really tell your personal story in a personal way, let's say, to make it to make them realize that you have a real reason for it, and that there's a motive, and there's goals, and there's also previous experience. So for me, I mentioned like what I did in the past, during my internships, during my studies, during group work. That helps a lot. And yes, of course, also the other document that you mentioned is the recommendation letter
Yeah.
from your professors of the previous degree, or manager from some work, and that's quite on them, but I would advise sending them a good description of the study program, so they tailor the letter about the study program.
That's great, because most of the students, I guess, I am connected with, they do submit the general recommendation letters with just like they are recommending the student, but there is nothing personalized or specialized mentioned in that letter. So, as far as my discussion with other Erasmus Mundus scholars and with Carola is concerned, they all recommended to send the details to your professor to uh, to include in the recommendation letter, because it's very important. So, Carola, one more thing, like I have seen like Erasmus Mundus scholars have so many mobilities. They have to like travel from country to country, and they have to do their semesters in different countries. So, in that kind of situation, how do you guys manage? Like, it's easier, or like you guys have to face difficulty due to the mobility as well in studies? Because of this, I think studies can get affect when you are like traveling a lot.
Yes. For this study program and most of the Erasmus Mundus, there is a requirement of spending 2 semesters abroad. Like,
Is it necessary?
yes, it's
Okay.
a requirement. So, for example, now I'm in my home country, so I will have to spend another 2 semester in outside of my home country. Um, yes, like for sure, it helps when the university, like University of Padua, is managing the accommodation, or it helps you finding an accommodation, because that might be a difficult step when you go to a new country,
Obviously,
like
obviously.
where I'm gonna live.
I agree.
Um, but also, yeah, it takes some getting adjusted. I think when you move to a new place, it always take like 2 months at least to feel like at home.
Exactly.
So
I
I think
agree.
is you have to be able to have that mindset that you're like, okay, it's gonna take some time, but then because the people are with similar interests and similar mindsets, then you're gonna manage. Yes.
Exactly. I agree. And what about your experience so far under this Erasmus Mundus scholarship? What about your experience and the networking opportunities that you think you would be getting? And what's your plan after your masters? Like, do you want to pursue your career in like industry, or you would be doing a PhD? What's the uh, main idea that most of the Erasmus, or main plan that most of the Erasmus students have in their mind?
Mm, yeah, because we are still in the first semester, we are still like feeling the atmosphere, understanding the program. And but so far we got a good connection with professional partners, which are part of the degree. We got the introduction on the first day of classes from potential internship partners, and I have the impression that having a semester for allocated to the internship will really be helpful in finding a job. For example, my plan is to do an internship in the same field or in the same place where I want to continue working. Hopefully. And yes, in my case would probably be like a association, like a development organization in local environments,
Local environmental.
in rural development, let's say, because that was my idea, to work on rural development and in the geographical and environmental point of view. And I think there's a lot of good networking opportunities, even starting from the previous graduates of this program, who all did an internship and who are all working in different countries of the world. So the fact that it's so multicultural, it will give you, wherever you come from, an opportunity of finding at least an internship and then a job where you like.
That's good. Thank you, Carola, for giving us your time. And all of you are requested to keep following this channel for more updated information regarding scholarships. See you in the next video.